30-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
3rd and 2. Stafford. That's taken in by Higbee. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Rams 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. The veteran Kyle Van Noy in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, he's turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Lejante Wester deep for Baltimore. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So the Ravens will come out, and they are led by the man who's won the MVP twice and was the runner-up a season ago. Hard to believe it is year 8 for Lamar Jackson as the Ravens quarterback.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on the football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In motion comes Andrews. He'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Well, they certainly didn't allow the loss on first down, Mike, to scare him out of this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
Third and long for Jackson. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. They had the perfect play call there. They needed 18, and they got 18. First down.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 18 on the gain again. And another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Second down, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And the Ravens are going to have what looks to be a first and goal. He'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
What a nice drive this continues to turn out to be. I mean, to continue to maintain possession and sustain this drive, you can feel the defense is starting to wear down. So they had an opportunity there to get off the field and come away with a third down stop, but they pick up just enough and get a fresh set of downs.
Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. So we've come to the end of a fairly evenly played opening quarter. What will the second quarter have in store? We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. And they've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. Henry tries to pull his way in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Baltimore.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Tyler Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Rams offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And this is going to be a Rams first down. He has this one past the 35 to about the 37.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Atwell sent in motion here. On first down, right back to Williams. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Second down, it's Stafford. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Stafford now on third down. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Throwing again is Stafford. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They put Adams in motion. Man in motion, heading right. Here's a run. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
So push back to the 11-yard line for second and goal. On the give, it's Williams. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up third and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's third and goal. Now Stafford on third and goal. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So on comes Joshua Carty to try this field goal. This from 34 yards. Carty's kick is good. And the Rams are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Derrick Henry heading out along with the rest of this Ravens offense. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
That's out to Andrews as they set up the screen. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position. But this time, he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Here comes Smith on the return. Oh, looked like he was at a scene for a moment, but is taken down after a solid return. They put Adams in motion. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Working free downfield, it is Williams. They get 19 on that pass play. First down, L.A.
For the longest time, when you threw the ball to the running back, it was a check down, a swing, a screen, kind of short underneath where you relied on guys to run after the catch. But that's not the case anymore. So many of these running backs around the league, Mike, they can run routes, in a lot of cases, almost as good as the wide receivers.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To the air again, Stafford. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Again, it's Stafford. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Down in here in the low red zone, Mike, these windows are just so short. The field's a lot wider than it is deep, so it really changes the scheme and the progression of the quarterback, and nowhere really to go with the ball, and falls incomplete.
And this one will not work. He goes out of bounds. They're going to drop 4 on that one.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Stafford to throw again. Escaping to his left. And he'll be forced to throw that one away. Excellent work defensively. He took away all the options. And now it is 4th and goal.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Rams are back within 1. It's 7-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return starts from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. With a shotgun, here's Jackson. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Raven first down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Ravens going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Stafford now on first down. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's going to be out of bounds. 000 up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Justice Hill to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 35, here's second and a yard. Going to go right back to Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Third and short, Jackson. He'll try and get there on the ground. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
There's a short one caught by Andrews. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
You saw the guard take a pass set, Mike. He's hoping that defensive tackle just races up the field, trying to sack the quarterback, and then you just hand the ball off to your back on a draw. In this case, the defensive tackle does a great job going from pass to run, and he's able to take the back down for a loss.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Open man is Hopkins. And he'll get about 3 here on second down before he's out of bounds. They need to get this to the 23. Here's third down. Now Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Rams come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Rams offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. They converge on him quickly. He'll only get a couple. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Stafford. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Rams first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. From the 46, here's 2nd and 1. A play fake. Now Stafford to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Stafford will throw here on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over.
Punt team headed out for the Rams. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Jackson looking to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and There's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Third and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter begins, and it's a run by Williams. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. That one good for a dozen, and a very quick first down.
So anytime you find yourself in a backed-up situation like this, Mike, there's 2 goals. You want to pick up 2 first downs, and then after that, of course, you want to go down and score. So first objective is complete. Let's see if they can pick up another.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him, take him down behind the line.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Throw on third down, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. Give him 14 on that one. First down, L.A.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. The motion man is Nakua. Now a second down throw for Stafford. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
They'll throw once more. Here's Stafford. Finding space at the 40. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The Ravens offense ready for this next possession. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And the defense signaling safety here, but the official says he made it out of the end zone, but not by much.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll try to power ahead with Ricard. The defense coming hard, trying to force the safety. He's able to get it out, but to the 2 and no further. Third and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. They get 18 on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
Four-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. On play action, here's Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flower.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Rams offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. To the left side, and Adams has it. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. This one complete to Atwell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. That's taken in by Higbee. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Here is 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll begin with 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. He's still on his feet. Zay Flowers. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Loop now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens make the lead 4. It is 17-13. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the Rams offense getting set to go again. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap to Stafford. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Now a timeout Rams. That's number 2. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Stafford. Right back to Adams. He's got it again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Rams use their 3rd and final timeout, and will stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. One last throw here for Stafford. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game. Ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.